where protesters from civil society organizations on Wednesday marched to the National Assembly urging the Senate to immediately pass the Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2025. The demonstrators, carrying placards with messages such as "No more delay," "Pass the bill now," and "Electoral Reform Now," warned that further delay could undermine preparations for the 2027 general elections. They described the bill as critical to ensuring free and fair and credible polls, calling on lawmakers not to alter its contents, but to pass it without delay. We now have the executive director of the joining us via Zoom to discuss this development. Is the executive director of the Kimpact Development Initiative, Bukola Idowu, who has been observing the situation and is here with us. Thank you for joining us on News Hour, Bukola. Why do you think, why are you spearheading this protest? Do you think a delay could mar the 27 elections, as you are alleging?
Obviously, delay is going to mark this election, basically, because if you look at the timeline of our election has been statutory a bit, or by tradition, scheduled to be February, general election, February every 4 years. And if you recall, INEC has already even scheduled that election till around 2052 or 2057 or thereabout. And it shows that election is going to be taking place every third week or third weekend of February. So what it means is that election technically is going to happen in 2027 February. And by law, INEC is going to, so they are supposed to release a timetable for election 1 year ahead. They are supposed to give notice of election 1 year ahead. So as it is, as of today, we don't even know the laws at which we are going to conduct 2027 election. Because 3 years ago, or let me say 2 years ago, the National Assembly started the process of amending the Electoral Act. Immediately, they resume in 2023. And that process, they have done public hearing, they have consulted constituencies across 6 geopolitical zones in the country. Now, if you recall, back in December, the House of Representatives have passed their own the version of the bill, and we are waiting for the Senate. So if they don't do it this month, then it's going to be too late and too close to the election, because INEC is supposed to give the notice of election, which means by next month it's going to be 1 year to 2027 election. They're supposed to also release timetable, and if you pass it, then it's going to alter the preparation of INEC, because what will INEC will have to now begin to adjust their timetable according to the new law that will be passed. And don't forget, it is not that even if they pass the law today, let me even say tomorrow, it's not automatic that the president will assent. The president may have 1 or 2 concerns and return the bill to the National Assembly for to further amend a particular place. So when you look at the plus or minus, the time is going to take the National Assembly to even transmit it to the president, and for the president to assent, then it might be too late if they don't act now. And that is why we suspect probably the way they are going, then this is not going to see the light of the day.
Why do you think the Senate is delaying on, if you like, concurring to the House of Representatives' provisions or amendments?
Well, they may have a lot of reasons, but one reason that is so that is common and that is paramount and that everybody can see is that they are not giving this the importance it requires. Think about it. The same Senate with speed amended the law that extended the tenure of the Inspector General of Police. That law was amended within 48 hours and passed. Now, the same Senate with speed, the National Assembly with speed, also passed the law that gave us the new national anthem, or the national anthem we are using now. So if they have attached the same Senate with speed, confirmed the list of the ambassadors, With speed, also confirm the INEC chairman. So if this is as important as the remaining the bills I have mentioned that they have done with speed, the national anthem, the Inspector General of Police Service Act, the confirmation of the ambassador, the confirmation of the INEC chairman. If it's also important to them, they can get it done. So, but the main reason is that with what we can see, they don't think it is of importance. And the truth of the matter is this. Let me say this. Look, somebody is benefiting from the 40 laws that we are having. Don't forget the present Senate, and I keep saying it, there are people in the National Assembly today that they did not sit for primary and they are in the National Assembly. They did not contest in the primary and they are in the National Assembly. The law will stop a lot, this amendment will stop a lot of this thing from repeating itself. And maybe somebody is benefiting from the 40 law. They need to amend it now and send it to the president for assent. And look, don't forget, we have been on this road before. Former President Muhammadu Buhari, may God rest his soul, did not assent to the Electoral Act because he said he's too close to the election. What are we toiling with again? We are not learning from history. Maybe President Bola Ahmed with Tinubu, we also say he's too close to the election. So they need to act now before all the labor of the citizens that attended the public hearing, the labor of the committee that have worked on this thing, the civil society, before the labor go down the drain. They need to act now.
Yeah, what was the response of the leadership of the Senate when you went to the National Assembly, when you led the protest? What was their response today?
Today, they've assured us that they are going to make it as a priority. So the Senate majority leader, Senator Peyemi Bamidele, have also given assurance on that. The spokesperson for the House of Rep have also spoken on behalf of the House and said, look, they are going to make it a matter of importance. So from our own end as civil society, we are only waiting. We are only waiting and give them till Friday for them to expedite action on this. If they don't, we are mobilizing Nigerians in thousands and we are going to be back at the National Assembly on Tuesday, February 2nd.
Yeah, Bukola, but as a parting, if you like, question, you know, as a civil society person, the Senate can, in its wisdom, decide to all adopt what the House of Reps has already done, without going through all the other procedures. So you can see that it can still be done with speed, like you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, it can be done tomorrow. It can be done next tomorrow. So in fact, as a matter of fact, the National Assembly, the two committees dissolve into one. So that to streamline the timeline, to make it so both of them work on it, and they went to Lagos on a retreat and harmonized a single copy. So the copy that the House of Rep voted on and passed is the same copy with the National Assembly. So it can be done. It can be done within a day. That's why it can be done tomorrow. And that is why we are suspecting maybe somebody is afraid of free and fair and credible election. Maybe it is not their top priority. And that is why we are waking Nigeria up. Because if they don't pass this, our election is going to take the same form of 2023.
A civil society organization. Thank you for coming on News Hour.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.